Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Solomon Matsa, the candidate for Ward 10, Kwekwe's Central Constituency. I studied engineering and I'm a businessman basically. That's what I've been doing for the past 30 years. That's what I know best, doing projects, doing business projects, doing developmental projects, uplifting societies, creating jobs, creating soft life, nice things in life for the people of my country and Africa in particular, which is my passion. And so I'm putting myself as a candidate for Ward 10 because I feel I have to contribute to the upliftment of Kwekwe, which is my hometown, so that we make it the best place ever. Also considering our president's NSD1, they are very encouraging visions by the national government and the president himself. So we are trying to be there to support the vision of the president and make sure that NSD1 and Vision 2030 are a reality through hard work and production, innovation, and making things happen for our country and our people. I think I've got a lot to offer, as a councillor. If I'm voted into the council, I think I've got a lot to offer because I see a lot of things. You see, as councillors, we should focus on developmental projects and making our city better. I think that's the main purpose of us as councillors. When you look at Kwekwe, there's a lot of what I call impact projects, which can happen immediately if we get into office, that we can do. We want to, first of all, we want to look at these impact projects, like the rehabilitation of the roads in our town, dealing with the water issues which are grappling our communities, people who can't afford to pay the water for themselves. We want to see what we can do to make sure that water becomes available for the people. We also want to make sure that the medical facilities they are up to standard. From the resources we have in a city, we are a very rich city, Kwekwe, considering the gold and other minerals around this city. And I don't know how the current leadership is harnessing that potential, that capacity towards the development of our city. And if we get into office, we will make sure that all those things must benefit the people in this town. Because what the tendency I see is that money will end up in Harare or somewhere else, not being fed here. But I understand even the devolution funds, I don't think they are being used effectively for the benefit of the city and the people. And if money comes in for road construction, let it be for road construction. If money comes in for schools upliftment, let it be for schools upliftment. But we should also make the money we are raising within the council must be able to do something to make the city better. If council is not making money, what is the problem? Why the council is not making money? If people can't manage the town to make money, why do they want to be in the positions they are in if they are not adding any new value to the people of the city? It's no use having a team of councillors and corporate people who run the council who are always mourning about why things can't happen. If they don't have solutions, we are also now trying to compete so that we come up with solutions. In 5 years, if I don't make impact and make a difference, I don't think I deserve to carry on as a councillor. Let another person who is better than me come in with better ideas and uplift. There is no reason to have this culture of people just taking positions and not delivering and making use of those positions to benefit our society. So when I come in, I'm coming in for 5 years. If I win the elections, but I can guarantee you that I'll try to do my best. But if people feel after 5 years that I'm useless, I am prepared to move and shift and give next person an opportunity, so that we always try to get the best among ourselves to make this place a better place. I think being a councillor, to me, is a learning curve. You remember, when you are doing business, you are not doing economic politics and other things which goes along with being a councillor. So when you want to learn, you need to start at a lower level, where you learn more about how things happen, why things function in a certain way. So becoming a councillor is, to me, it's like a stepping stone. But it's not really that small as what some people might perceive, because the budget of a council and the budget of a ministry are almost the same, if not bigger. So when you are running council, you are running a very huge budget for the country to support the president and the government. So it's almost, in terms of financial, responsibility, similar to some ministries. So it's quite a huge task, as far as I'm concerned, that we create that order, because if we have got 500,000 residents in Kwekwe and we do something good for 500,000 people of Zimbabwe, that can never classify it as a small thing. To me, it's a very huge thing, because you are making impact to people's lives, changing people's lives, the way people are living, changing the mindset of young people, that as they grow, they enjoy Kwekwe and they aspire also to be councillors one day, to keep on growing our city. National government is another task for another day for other people. But us as business people, what really affects us as business is the councils. That's where our businesses are. That's where we survive from. And we, as a councillor, I influence things directly on a daily basis, which affect me as well, not only the people around myself. And I also understand the problems of the people, because I'm one of the residents of the city of Kwekwe and at that lower level. So being a councillor I want to be in to try to assist other business people, other community members with the same things which affect them. It affects me dearly. So if I become a councillor, it basically means that I'll be able to address issues which everyone needs to be addressed, and I understand the problems at a deeper level, since it affects me even more than the ordinary person in the town. So I felt that that's the right place to be, so that if we can manage to do that at that level, I think many other things which are bigger, we should be able to do. But if you rush to the top and you don't deliver, then you come back to the bottom, or whatever. For what purpose? You need to grow in a system and be able to achieve certain milestones as you progress, where you can reach, depending on God's favors, you reach there. So basically, that's a new journey for me. I'm now 55 years old. It's a good journey and a different space to use my brains and think, because I believe in thinking. That come to have problems, you must think and try to find solutions to the problems. And this is a new journey I'm embarking on to see how we can change this part of the world. Yeah, the challenges in Ward 10 are very particular in the sense that people just feel generally that the council is not delivering on a lot of things: water issues, roads issues, electricity issues, more for the street lights, potholes, even the process at council, the rates issues. There's a lot of overcharging according to the residents, where they feel that the council is not consulting, or when they consult, they don't really follow what they would have discussed with the citizens. It's like what if you see the rates which are coming out now, or which have come out now, versus what the people have discussed with council. Everyone is saying it's not what we agreed with council. I don't know how it works, but I think when I get into council, I'll understand more how that works. That when people are saying, let's have $15 per household in Bizo, suddenly it's now $70. Where do the people get that money from, considering the salaries which people are earning? Sometimes it's better for us to collect little money, which from the people, in multiplying effect, will help for us to have more money, which can be able to solve problems in the city. But those are the things which the people of Ward 10 are saying, we want me to address when I get in there. But I also feel that the issue of unemployment, the issue of drugs in our city, we must deal with those issues when we get into council, and be a bit harsh to people who are doing wrong things and destroying our future in our kids by selling them drugs. All those things, I think, are some of the things I think are urgent, and we need to see that how do we solve them. The key role of a councillor, as far as I am concerned, the first thing is to listen to the people, understand people's problems. Be a person who is a thinker, who can have real solutions for the community on the specific issues they are struggling with. It's no use being a councillor who sort of dream but without results. At the end of the day, the people want results from a councillor. When they make you go out there and represent them, they want me to achieve things which will make their life better. And through proper thinking and innovative ideas and solutions-based thinking that we solve those problems. It's no use for me to dream to go to the moon. The people here don't care about going to the moon. They want to survive. They want medical facilities to work. They want roads which are safe. They want electricity. They want water. Those are the major issues which councillors must deal with. Yes, over and above that, you start thinking of bigger projects which we can do, because I feel that Kwekwe, with the resource base we have in Kwekwe, we can also re-industrialize our city, combining with Redcliffe, so that we grow this economy and create a lot of jobs for our people over and above the. But let's start from the basics and move to the bigger things quickly, so that it becomes much more comfortable, much more friendlier for the people of Kwekwe when we get into the office. I'm looking forward to meet our residents of Watton and also all the residents of Kwekwe and Redcliffe, that we work together and we get united. I think after elections, we will all be Zimbabweans. We will not be just ZANU-PF and MDC or whichever party. We will be just a Zimbabwean team which is there to develop this country. And I always say, as a businessman, I think in 5 years of politics, let's put 6 months into politics and let's put 4.5 years into work, hard work and business, so that we do things which people want to change their lives. We don't want to keep on doing politics and politics which will be there to run the country and we leave it to them. Then we focus on the real work on the ground to make our country better. That's what I am looking forward to after the 23rd of August. Finish the politics, let's now go to work and business and develop our country. So that's the type of team I want to work with, and kill unnecessary fights and divisions of our people. We are just Zimbabweans, that's all.